Dreamers. Now they're talking about the AI boom and the oil and gas industry, but listen, let me tell you one industry that you can't sleep on. Don't forget about the metaverse. Don't forget about the metaverse, because right now it's projected that out in 2030 the metaverse market cap should reach around $1.2 trillion. That's just 5 years from now. That it has a long way to grow, and if the metaverse continues to grow at the rate that it's been growing, we can make a lot of money inside the metaverse. In fact, I already have, and a lot of my subscribers have already made a lot of money inside the metaverse. So if you missed out on those videos, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. And if you guys do, I listen to you now. You said bring it back. Bring it back, Zeke. Well, I brought it back, right? So right now inside of the Patreon, you can get the Lucid Dreamer role for half off your first month. You get half off. So if you type in the code DREAMER, other than it being $12, it will be $6. So you have access to me whenever I buy and sell a stock. You have access to my 7 pro day traders that post their option trades every single day. So if you want to have access to my traders that post wins like this, and this, make sure that you join the Patreon. And inside of my Patreon, you'll have access to all of my modules, module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just for $6. If you can't find $6 in a month to have access to all my modules, you can learn how to do technical analysis, use the Bollinger Band indicator, how to use, you can have access to all of that for $6. That is cheaper than a McDonald's meal. If you can't find $6 to invest inside of yourself, then hey, you can continue to watch these videos for free, but there's a lot of information in there that go into great detail on how to become successful investors. So right now for $6 a month, I'm gonna leave that link down in the pinned comment section, down in the description. You can sign up for the Patreon, join, and use everything. If you do want to join the dream team, be a part of a community that earn passive income by using the wheel strategy, make sure that you join the dream team. All right, so now dreamers, the first one on this list is going to be ticker symbol META, Meta, aka Facebook. I think they're the creator of the terms metaverse, but listen, they own the Oculus Rift, they own the MetaQuest, the MetaQuest 3. I got the MetaQuest 3. They are awesome, and they are the leader in the VR headset brand for immersive experience. If you ever played one, then you guys know that if this is the beginning of the metaverse and we got a long way to go, the metaverse is going to be absolutely amazing. Now, the thing about Facebook is that, or Meta, the thing about Meta is that they're investing billions inside of building the metaverse infrastructure, like the Horizon Worlds, avatars, and digital space. They also have a strong ecosystem of apps, social platforms, and development tools for virtual collaboration. So a lot of game creators, they have the tools to create certain games or social platforms inside of the metaverse to help grow the community. And they're still learning the tips, tricks, and trades, how to get the frame rates to perform better, how to get it to 4K, 8K, things like that. So it's still the early stage, and as these developers learn how to use these tools, Meta is going to be even better in the future. But guys, listen, if we're taking a look right now, Meta is at $716.70 per share. Now, I already took my profit. I already took some of my profit. In Robinhood, I got 9 shares, right, worth $6,440. I'm up 300%. I took some off the top, but because I got a lot of shares inside of my Weibo account. But right here, as you guys can see, I timed the market pretty well. I'm up 300% on Meta. But if we want to take a look at the market right now, you guys can see this is the daily chart of Meta. Whenever Meta pulls back, I told everyone inside of the Patreon, inside the Discord community, that once it crosses above this 200 EMA on the 1-day chart, that Meta would be a good buy because it broke a downtrend line from here, touch there. So it broke this downtrend line, broke the 200 EMA, and it stayed on this strong uptrend line. So right now, Meta had a high of around $738, went up to around $747 in this zone. So it got rejected in this zone twice. So if Meta decides to pull back somewhere to around the 664, that would be a good entry, because remember guys, as investors, we do not buy high and then when it pull back and we get scared, we sell low. As investors, as smart investors, we buy low and then we sell high. So if we buy low, we give ourselves a little bit more risk to reward for it to pull back even more, us to grab a couple more shares, because when it eventually recover, we can make a lot of money from that. So my first buy zone would be right here, because it traded right here sideways for a little bit, got rejected right there, then use it as support. So around the $666 price point, I'll be looking to grab more shares of Meta. I'll grab 1 share right here. I'll grab 2 shares right here in this. I'll grab 2 shares right here in this zone, because once again, it got rejected, support. So I'll buy 2 shares in this zone, and if it pulls back to this 200 EMA line, I'll buy 4 shares. So I'll go 1 2 4, or you go 2 4 8. So you double it every time you hit your zone. And then I have a stop loss set somewhere a little bit below the zone. So as long as my risk to reward is at least 2 to 1, comfortable getting in on Meta. So yeah, it is a little bit overpriced right now. When it pulls back, I'll let everyone know when I'm getting in on Meta. All right, guys, the second one on this list is, of course, when you're dealing with headsets, it's going to be Apple. Ticker symbol AAPL. Now, Apple, they launched their Apple Vision Pros, which blends in AR and VR with high-end spectral computing. Now, the Apple Vision Pro did launch at $3,500 or something like that, right? But they're coming out with the Apple Vision Pro 2. So I didn't think they was gonna come out with the Pro 2 for a while, but it looks like every year and a half, maybe 2 years, they're gonna come out with an updated version of the Apple Vision Pro. They're putting in new computer chips. I heard the Apple Vision Pro was amazing. It's just that if you're early adopters of a new product, Apple Vision Pro 2 is going to be probably even more amazing. But the thing is, the price is probably still going to be around $3,500. So hopefully the price on the Apple Vision Pro, the first gen, drops a little bit as people start to buy the second gen, and you can find some on eBay or something like that. So one thing about Apple is that they're a trusted brand. They have a massive user base, so they have a high adaptation potential. So the user base that everyone has an iPhone, if they could convert those high iPhones users into Apple Vision Pro users within the next 10 years, if they get the Pro Visions smaller to glasses or anything like that, the integration will be seamless from the iOS, from the MacBooks to computers to your phone to now the Apple Vision Pro. Everyone will already just put it on and know how to use it, because if you know how to use one Apple product, you know how to use all Apple products, because the iOS is that amazing. So if we come over to Apple, this is the 1-day chart. Apple has been falling all the way from around $259 all the way to a low of around $169, and that's when we started the dollar cost average in, and we started to buy on the way up as well. Right now we're at a bit of a resistance right here, and once Apple breaks and stays above this 200 EMA, hopefully Apple can start to trend back up to around 240, this little point right here and this little point right here, and then the next one will be 250, and then all the way back up to around $260. So this is my plan on Apple. As long as it starts to stay up in this uptrend, it might get rejected right here for a little bit, pull back to 196. That'll be a good buy. And then once it breaks this, that's when we could start to go heavy in on Apple. All right, the next one on this list that you don't have to put on a headset in order to enter the metaverse, which will be ticker symbol RBLX, Roblox, which have been taken off lately. Now, Roblox has a massive user-driven virtual world creation platform. You could go on there, you could create anything in your living in the virtual world that you created, a developer created, games that anybody could create on there. It's like a virtual world that you could go on and live in. Now, the thing about this has a strong traction with the younger generation. They know things about this platform I would never be able to figure out, and they are killing it in there. They're making money, they're growing the community. The younger generation is the future, and they wouldn't be early adopters of the metaverse and take it and run with it a lot quicker than we could. And the great thing about that is that developers, anybody could be a developer, and they can monetize their virtual worlds and games through events on metaverse, making Roblox a lot of money. So once again, if we come over to this chart right here, RBLX, I done made my money on Roblox. Everyone inside the community knows that. Roblox has been taken off lately. In fact, if we draw it from this most recent low of $50 all the way up to its most recent high, that is 114% growth over the last 99 days. And it shows no signs of pulling back. I need Roblox to pull back because I sold 100 shares at $97, and I want those shares back. I sold it at $197 and it continued to take off. But if it do pull back, let's look at the Bollinger Bands right quick. So this is why I sold. It reached $197 up here. I sold 100 shares. I did a cover call, made some passive income. And then it's starting to pull back just a little bit. The RSI was extremely oversold. It's starting to pull back just a little bit. So if Roblox could pull back to the bottom of this Bollinger Band at around $86, or if it meets the bottom of the Bollinger Band at around $90, that would be comfortable for me to go in and buy some shares of Roblox. But we're going to see what Roblox do, as the earnings report is coming up on Thursday, the 31st of July. So we'll keep a close eye on Roblox. All All right, the next one is Unity. Unity creates amazing graphics. Now, Unity software, ticker symbol U, they power real-time 3D content across gaming, education, and enterprise. It's going to be used to build out the metaverse experience through games and virtual environments. And they have awesome, strong development tools for augmented reality, AR, and VR, virtual reality content creation. So Unity, like every developer kind of use Unity as their creation engine. And if they can make it look even more beautiful and run seamless at a good frame rate by having high definition inside of the metaverse, then Unity is going to be, of course, a no-brainer to grab inside of the metaverse. In fact, if we come over to the charts, we can get Unity at a pretty good steal. Right now, Unity, let's turn off the Bullish Bands. Unity is at $28.93. I had drew out a long time ago support lines at around $16. So over the course, when Unity first came out, you guys could see that it did take a big dip down. It was extremely overhyped, extremely overvalued, and Unity was at one point all the way up to $209. So right now, after the hype fell off and it continued to trade sideways, it is a good company. It is a good platform. Everyone uses it. And if we could get it for $28 and over the next 5 years, while the metaverse continue to grow all the way out to 2030, if it could trend anywhere back up to around $84, that could be a steal for us. So Unity is one of the stocks on this list that we could get at a pretty good value. And then the last one on this list that's going to run everything you guys already know, I had to say it, with ticker symbol Nvidia, which supplies the GPUs and the AI chips powering the metaverse graphics. It powers the metaverse physics and it powers the metaverse rendering. So you're going to need Nvidia or AMD to power the metaverse. So of course, Nvidia, everyone knows what Nvidia is. It's one of the stocks that's the leader in the AI industry through their GPUs, their CPUs, and everything else, all the chips and the technology that's going inside of them. And Nvidia, it has been taken off over the last couple of years. It is probably the highest in the market caps. It's in a multi-trillion-dollar market cap, making it an amazing company. So I dollar cost in on Nvidia every single month. I buy up a couple of shares of Nvidia to make sure that even though it's always at an all-time high, I'm going to continue to keep buying in whenever I see a little dip on Nvidia. So guys, that is my top 5 metaverse stocks that you need to be paying attention to now to get in at a good deal, because over the next 5 years, when it go to a multi-trillion-dollar industry, the metaverse, you guys would have been wishing that you got in a little early. So once again, if you do want to join the Patreon for half off, just $6, you could join the Patreon right now. Type in the code DREAMER. You get it for $6 for your first month, which is insane. And if you do want to join the Dream Team, be a part of my live Zoom calls, learn the wheel strategy, you could join the Dream Team. And I'm gonna leave a link down in the pinned comment section to Moomoo. Just from signing up and using Moomoo, you can get up to 60 free stocks just from signing up and using that platform. That link is gonna be down in the pinned comment section. But once again, guys, while you're down there in the comment section, let me know which one of these 5 metaverse stocks are you the most interested into picking up down in the comment section. But other than that, guys, if you made it to the end of this video, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, because it helps out this channel more than you guys can possibly even imagine. But other than that, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.